Fenny, Scar. Good to see you guys. Are we doing... I think they're doing picks and bans, I think. I did just see a pick and ban thing come up, but I don't know if they're actually doing it or not. Oh, what? So they just put it like DJ, didn't they? Rather than DY, so it looked a little bit different. Is that what you mean? Like, that threw me initially, and then I was like, hang on, doesn't he do landscaping and stuff? Frickin' sponsored himself, man. That's so weird. Weird, weird, weird. Nearly as shameful as being scared of a rubber duck. A rubber duck that tries to hurt itself so it can kill you. Screw that duck, man. Oh, not lags. Okay, Lenin banned. I think Matt Matter was banned as well. So Lenin, Matt Matter gone. Ah, Dawnville. There you go. Super Kids pick Dawnville. Also, I am sweating. Just come back from the gym. Okay, Dawnville Burgundy. That kind of makes sense, considering the teams. But I just come back from the gym. My hair is sweaty, and there's like sweat in my headphone cup. Headphone cup, headphone ear cup, headphone earpiece. Ugh. I didn't really have time to shower, but I'm probably going to go back to the gym after this. Do a bit more. Do a double whammy. Yo, Smooch, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you for a bit. How are you, my friend? I hope you're good. Definitely nothing premier about me. But it's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing okay. There is a bit of a delay on, by the way, as well, so I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. But there's a 60-second delay, just so, you know, no stream sniping or anything like that. But Smooch, hope you're well, my friend. Hope life is good. Katie! Good to see you. Good to see you. Right, I think we have the 10. So I'm going to turn the music off. The music's going to go off. Where is the music? The music is there. And then I think we're going to start. I am super sweaty. I'm stinky as. Right, here we go. So we have Input. We have Super Kids. Input are going to be defending. Super Kids attacking. Here we go. I see Vision with Scope. And I see Honest with Shotgun. And then 3 M1 Garens to follow. I see Sayo with Scope. Svabber with Shotgun. And 3 Car 98s to follow from there. Get old Bazza. Making his way to Orth. Covered by smoke. Which is actually Axis smoke. They're letting that out a bit early. Fair enough. Honest still going to have his smoke. Nades coming into Orth. Honest tagged. Line Wax pushing into church. Heavily tagged through the window. Then dropped by Yoek. Is that Johansson? I think it is Johansson, isn't it? It is indeed. Picks up a double. Finding Honest. Let's have a good look at those. Nice. Tiny gap. Not even moving his car. Look at that. Love that. Nades coming into Orf. Yoek finding Bazet. He's going to be Vision left with Scope, so I think Input are going to be grabbing the first one. He's going to be hanging by Monument. Johansson watching through FPS. Up to the ruins that lead onto Hobo. Bulldozer or Stenin, I think. Checking Orf. Same with checking Church. And Vision taking his time. Only has 30 seconds left. He's going to pop a nade over into Hobo. Oh, it doesn't catch anyone. But they're going to know where he is now. Definitely now. And Stennen will pick up the first one. First round is going to go to Input. Nice simple defense. Interesting they pop smoke early though. I noticed the Axis put their smoke down first in Orf, which was different. They normally wait for allies to pop their smoke down. I noticed they're putting 2 in Orf as well, although I think Svabber's going to... No, he's actually going to go... He's going to wait. Another early smoke as well. Stennen with the rifle kill, finding Honest. Allies lose their shotgunner. That's going to be a big advantage for Input. Stennen then drops. Thanks to that nade from Inzen. Vision making his way up to Monument. Bazza just parkouring into Orf. Limax now dropping Axis scope. Inzen making his way down Main Street, moving up to Bank. That smoke is cleared from Axis, just about. Inzen in Church. Kind of a bit hesitant to peek out. I'm not surprised. There's normally Axis players watching that. Limax making his way through Bank. Back over to check Axis spawn. Johansson top of splash. Does find Limewax. Covers that flank. Svabber finding Bazza. Svabber, Bazza, Gaza. All the names of the old school English football team. Vision planting B, but doesn't have Inzen too far in terms of support. He's going to be sitting top of splash. Oh, but easily spotted by Svabber. I think his gun was sticking out, so that is going to bring him out of it. Johansson from Axis spawn, now looking for Vision. In fact, they're both piling up from Axis spawn. Not going to do much there. Vision can just sit and hide. Just misses one. If one can put pressure on Vision, one can go and defuse, or at least try. I don't think Vision has a nade. He doesn't. Svabber finds him. Well played. He did want to get the plant down, but that's as far as he's going to get.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
You got sesame and honey flavored ice cream. Jealous? Right, second round in the bag for Input. Vision looking for that early scope kill. Johansson finding Inzen. Baz is going to pop a nade over to Splash. Sire with the scope kill. Input enjoying Axis on Dawnville. As most people do. Honest tag with that nade. Still has a smoke. Not anymore. Svabber finding him. That's a really important kill. SUPERKIDS again, they're going to have to go without the smoke. And only 2 players up. Limewax and Bazza. Does get a heavy tag onto Johansson, but that's all he's going to get. Vision yet to get a kill as well. There's great positioning from Input. Sitting in all the right places. Finding tiny gaps. Stennen is going to be pushing up. Bazza finds Zomet. They do need to be careful. They do have a 2-man advantage, but that can quickly drop. Puffy, good to see you, man. Be well, buddy. Yeah, Bazza's going to find this tough. Input2 are going to push forward a bit, but it's going to keep him pinned in there. They don't have to do anything too exciting. Just keep him pinned, keep him busy, keep an eye on him. But don't die, more importantly. Svabber's going to claim that one. It's going to be 3-0. As soon as your allied shotgunner goes down, that gives such a big advantage to Axis. They can just have a bit more freedom. They know that they're going to have full vision of the map. No smoke is going to go down to block a push. Sayo moving into Splash. That's a bit brave. I know nades can land near there. He has to keep his head tucked in a bit. Looking through into Grave through that church door. Stennen looking on jump. Now nades always land here. They dribble off that church roof. You can hear Honest in Graveyard. Just firing away. Svabber holding off. Again, Axis smoke. Honest gets to use his. That's going to go out on A. Nade's coming over as well. And here comes the gunfire. Svabber with shotgun, hiding by Orf. Just sitting on the outskirts of that smoke. Honest finds him. Another big important kill. Pressure now in Orf. Good play from Inzin, creeping up in splash. Johansson is above. But has multiple allies sitting around him. Honest getting the plan to A. Good cover from his teammates. Inzin pushing top spawn. Much better from SUPERKIDS. See how different it is when you keep your shotgun alive, when you get to use your smoke. It just gives you that opening onto A at least. Bazza finding Zoma. Sayo left. He was at B. Now he's dead. There you go. SUPERKIDS on the scoreboard. 3-1. Enjoy your ice cream, Katie. It does sound kind of nice. Is that Ben & Jerry's or just like a non-brand one? Oh, no one's keeping an eye on MG. I'm always terrified of that MG coming to life. Honest popping that nades into Orf. Good shot from Inzin. Dropping Axis scope. That's pretty big. Honest waiting to get into position. Chuck his smoke out. Zoma with the MP44 finding Bazza. Limewax popping nades over to A. I think a smoke is going over there as well. No, it isn't. Svabber pushing through church. Honest needs to wake up. Nades coming into church. That was kind of a delayed one, but Honest winning that shotgun duel. 2 apiece. Johansson ducking and diving from nades on A, moving back to Axis spawn. Stennen at B. Vision with scope, N1 still yet to get a kill. Looks over to FPS. Can't find anyone there. Honest creeping up through splash. If he can get through here and just get onto A, that will really be big in terms of determining how the round goes. Johansson finding vision. That's quite big. He does push. Johansson as he goes down, but great cover from Stennen. Good link-up play from those two. 4-1. And Johansson grabbing that extra M1. That will more than likely go to Svabber, I would guess. It does indeed. Let's try and jump in with vision. He needs that first kill. Just for morale purposes more than anything. On Svabber, on Inzin. He seems to go down early a couple of times as well. He's coming into Orf. Smoke going out for both. Honest dropped immediately. Zoma then finding Bazza. This is really good defending from Input. This is really strong. Johansson looking into Orf. Nades are landing on A, but pretty harmlessly. Stennen just going to be sitting by White. Just on the edge of that fence. I don't know if Vision is going to push there. I wouldn't imagine. He's going to push through. Does have a nade, though. Not even going to get a chance. He's Svabber finding him. IMAX popping a nade out, but I think that's pretty much round number 5 in the bag for Input. There's not much you can do. Look at that. Players running around him. Svabber's there. Somehow misses, but not the second. And that is indeed going to be 5-1. You kind of would expect more of the early rounds to go into Axis's hand. Thornville is a bit of an Axis map. Which is kind of weird considering how much ground... Ah, Vision down early again. I was going to say, it's kind of weird with how much ground allies get. But if you just get good positioning with your Axis players, you can really hold a good defense. Inzen does find Axis scope. Nay's going over to A. No one tagged. Sayo not happy with that one. Double smoke. Limax finding Stenning. Good play from him. Is now going to rotate over. Going to bank up to curve wall. Oh, Johansson heavily tagged at spawn. Oh, Zoma finding Inzen. The nades from Input. Saving 1 or 2 till last. Zoma picking up a second. Johansson finding Bazza. And suddenly SUPERKIDS down to 1.
Allies eliminated.
Svabber finds him.
Axis win.
Just sitting up Axis window. Waiting just in the doorway. 6-1. Svabber putting pressure over to allied spawn. Zoma. Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to do a cheeky peek? Looks over the monument. I think their no vision isn't having the best of times. Maybe putting a bit more pressure on him. They're going to try and maybe make him lose his cool a bit. Oh, so spots one in church. Inzen does get tagged. Nades coming over. No one tagged from that. Zoma is checking both sides. Sai with an aid on Inzen. Vision still looking for his first. Does get it. There you go. On the scoreboard. Big kill as well. Svabber dropping, losing that M1 and shotgun. Don't know if he's got mouse issues there. He just flicked the mouse a little bit. I don't know if he's having mouse problems. We had keyboard issues yesterday. I don't know how that wasn't a headshot. I think Bazza could only see his head, but maybe it's an elbow or shoulder. Either way, Honest finishes that. Finding Johansson. They look to have locked down A. Limewax is now going to try and plant. 2 players are left for Input. Nade's landing right on Limewax. Bounced off his head, I think. Good round. Good aggressive round. I think an allied nade nearly landed on Svabber as he was pushing top axis. Haven't seen any team kills yet. Hopefully we'll avoid them, but it does happen. LXK yesterday managed to nade himself. That was tough to do. Vision looking for his second. Not going to get it. Limax moving up to nade spot. Might just pop that just over. He's thinking about it. Nope. Is he? Yes? No? Just thinking about it. Is he? Waiting for everyone else to get in position. See if he's going to find anyone over the other side. He does have Svabber just sitting by A. I think him and Honest actually got in each other's way there, trying to get out of the out of that little kind of divot. Smoke from allies going over the gate. And that just pulls Svabber back a bit. Sai moving up. Hanging around by FPS. That does just push them back a little bit, so it's not a bad smoke. Axis now popping theirs in as well. And Limax now with his nade. Going over to top axis. Not going to find anyone. But either way, good smoke just to move players back a little bit. And get them out of the way of that immediate exit from Orth. Limax with a good bit of vision. Getting over that jump nice and easy. It's quite tricky for us short guys. Vision picking up 1. Finding Johansson. Bringing his tally to 2. Stenner's actually really close to the action. I don't think he knows how close. Does find Bazza. Zoma finding Limewax. Shotgunner right near him. Svabber and Zoma both picking up kills. Vision now left. Quickly went from a really good setup for SUPERKIDS, but just after that, just the execution just kind of just wasn't there. He got ready, he got in good position. Smokes were good, nades were good. But either way, good reaction from Input. When that smoke came out, they backed off a bit. Kept access spawn open. Nade's coming over into splash. Stennin with the early kill, finding line wax. Oh, Nade did catch Johansson. Svabber waiting for him to go down so he could take his car. Don't blame him. Sayo and Bulldozer picking up kills again. Vision is still up. Svabber using that smoke just to push up into the opening from Orf to Grave. Sayo finding Honest. He's looking hot. Vision left. They're on the hunt for him. Nade's going over to him. It's only a matter of time. I think he's heavily tagged. Doesn't have much. Oh. Don't tell me he's just going to pick up a random 4K. Nah. I mean, Input have kind of backed off a bit. They were pushing him thinking the round was all but theirs. And Vision knocked out 2 of them. He's making his way through Orf, looking for a secondary. Grabs a Thompson. That's definitely going to help. Looking for a nade as well, but can't grab one at the minute. Stennin sitting over by B. So Zone, but they're both over here. Interesting. They're both convinced he's going there. Vision has clear access onto A. If he goes for that plant. They weren't expecting that. Gets the plant down. Now, where he chooses to go is big. He could clutch this. Nope. Oh, no, he can't. Nope. I take it back. Good play from Stennin, who is also going to hunt for weapons. Asking if anyone wants an M1. Just taking their time. And Zoma's going to get the defusing rights. Fair enough. 8-2. But either way, good play from Vision to at least get the plant down. Pick off 2 players. And Honest getting the random timeout. No surprise, a timeout getting called. Just for Honest to come back. But either way, good start so far from Input. They're looking very strong. Good nades. And good hiding spots as well. Whoops. Hello, Roof. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you there. Yeah, they're not putting too much pressure on SUPERKIDS. That last round where Vision was left, they did charge him down and quickly regretted it. 2 players dropping, 1 nice no-scope onto Sayo. But apart from that, they're looking very solid. And there's still 2 rounds left. They could easily take this a 10-2, which would pretty much be a good game. And a quick Dawnville after all. How long have we been going? Only 20 or so minutes? Keycode in use. Good old COD 2. Good old COD 2. Oh, everybody has a keycode for COD 2. I like that. That's nice of them, though. Nice of them to hand one out if they have a spare. Oh, there you go. Svabber says 30 euros. There you go. Love that. Good sportsmanship. I was nearly going to put 30 euro, I'll play for you, but no, they'd probably ask me to pay them. Good old COD 2. But yeah, that's nice of them. That's really nice of them. Let's get out. Despite being on different teams, they're still looking out for each other. He's gone for a smoke. Oh no, he's back. I didn't know line wax smoked. I still think we need a list of all the smokers in COD 2. Just so I can then time my toilet breaks around, you know, half times and stuff, map switches. If I know there's a smoker, I know I have a little bit of time just to pop to the toilet. Maybe that's the next thing Aza can do. If you're watching. But I think you could pretty much guarantee there's at least one smoker in each team. Or maybe I'll have to make it so that I can talk while on the move. You know, so if they do start without me and I'm still in the toilet, you know, I could commentate from there. That could work. Yo, Alexa, good to see you, buddy. Let me do some shout-outs as well for people. There's some good people in there. Clash, welcome in, buddy. Speaking of good people. SKZ, welcome in, bro. Man, so many cool people here today. Okay, I think we're back. Let's do a few more shout-outs for people. And we go again. So everyone is back. Honest is back with a brand new key code. How about that? And we go again. 8-2 for input. Inzen now with scope. Vision switching over to M1. And Inzen straight away picking up a kill. Dropping Axis. He said Axis smoke. Axis scope even. Good start from him. Honest ready with that smoke. No, you're welcome, guys. Alexa, good to see you. Honest popping that smoke. Over the gate again. Axis popping theirs in Orth. You're welcome, SKZ. Good to see you, man. Hope everyone's good. I wonder how that swap of scope for allies is going to change things. Inzen immediately... Oh, he's dead. Fair enough. That answered that one. But for future rounds, I wonder how it's going to go. Good nade from Honest, right in the back of Axis spawn, catching Johansson. Zoma finding Bazza. Vision is still up now, surviving with that M1, making his way over to A. Might be falling into plant responsibilities, but no one checked Orth. And Honest, I don't know what he's looking on the ground for. Maybe for his wallet, I'm not quite sure. Limewax finding Stennen. But I can't believe no one checked Orth. Vision was trying the A plant with his back to Orth and immediately caught by a shotgunner. Crazy. Svabber down, Zoma left. Here's an FPS. Limewax just needs to be careful where he peeks. Oh, well played, Limewax. Much better. 8-3. Nice, easy. Pinging off that M1 like it's an MG. Right, jump in with size. That's some good opening kills. Honest grabbing that car. Psy looking for the opening one. He's so quick with the scope as well. I've watched him in a couple of games lately. He's just so quick. Immediately finding Inzen. Popping a nade over. Nade's landing near him. Oh, there's a smoke. I even got worried there. Looking over into Orth. He wants to get into the action as well. Like, he's always he's a really aggressive scope. He doesn't want to just sit back and wait for kills to come to him. He wants to go and hunt. Some might say it doesn't suit a sniper, but he's so aggressive. I like it. You saw him there pushing into Orth, looking into Grave. Like, he wants those kills. He wants to be putting pressure on you with the scope. Vision with the nade. catching Zoma. Allied smoke landing on gate again. Stenens may have to move. Saying that is he only want to B. Svabber just hanging around by FBS. Can flick over to off as well. One player did just come through. I don't know if Stenens saw him. He does now. Bazza opens up B. Vision finding Johansson. Svabber left. Oh, somehow missing that. And that one. How? I'm not quite sure how. Barrage of bullets. I think 4 players were involved in that one. But anyway, at the half, 8-4. SUPERKIDS grabbing the last 2 in a little bit of a scrappy couple of rounds, but doesn't matter how you score. It's just that you score. And we switch. Input now are going to be attacking. SUPERKIDS are going to be defending. Sayo back with scope. Stenen with shotgun. I see an MP44 for Bazza. Honest with shotgun. Inzen sticking with scope. So Input only need the 5 to see through Dawnville. Svabber spotting someone pushing onto that corner of Orf, nearly tagging his teammate. Bulldozer winning that one, dropping Honest. He's not enjoying things as a shotgunner today. Sayo hanging back, doesn't have any cover, but he's just going to hold that hobo side entrance. Nade's going into church. Svabber peeking over A. Does find vision. SUPERKIDS still losing players. Limax does find him. Pretty sure that'd be from Axis Spawn House. Bazza sitting just outside White. Runs right into Zoma. Does have cover from Limewax. And he does get him. It's 2 apiece. Limewax has done well in Axis Spawn. Picked up 2 kills so far, if I'm not mistaken. He has indeed. Sayo now looking to plant B. Johansson moving up to Axis Spawn. Great position from him. Finds one. And Limewax looking from gate into Axis Spawn. Johansson literally the other side. Limewax does have good experience moving from, I think, VCOD and UO as well. And now making a name for himself in COD 2. Always nice to see players switching in between games. You don't see many COD 2 players going over to the older CODs, but you do sometimes see a lot of older COD players, as in older game, not older players, moving over to COD 2. Oh, does get the tag and then the finish. He's not going to have enough time for the defuse, but at least he's going to cause a bit of mayhem. And just takes the L from Johansson. They edge ever closer, 9-4. Yeah, SUPERKIDS just haven't really gelled. I think they're doing a little bit better now. Inzen's grabbing scope. Nothing against vision. I just don't think scope was his jam today. Inzen grabbing Stenen. Sometimes all it takes is just that little weapon swap. And suddenly things just kick in for you. He's now sitting at 7-11. Good push from Zoma. B under pressure. He looks for an early B plant. That nade from Vision. Oh no, the nade from Honest even gets him off. 2 players from SUPERKIDS merging over to B. Inzen putting pressure from there as well. Input down to 2, SUPERKIDS down to 4. Make that 1 for Input.
Allies eliminated.
Make that none. 9-5.
Win.
Bazza now being the man from Axis Spawn House getting kills. I used to like trying to be that player getting into right side off for Axis, but normally end up with me getting caught by a nade. Just getting that jump on the window ledge, looking into graveyard, trying to prevent allied players getting into church. You could sometimes get 1 or 2, and if you're lucky 3, but I'd normally end up spending too long in there. I was a bit of a camper back in the day. Bit of a camper. Oh, Inzen's pushed up. Looking over to Monument-ish. I think you can hear players the other side of him, I think. Maybe in church? Who can you see over there? One player hanging back. Sayo. They're going to see each other fairly soon. It's going to be a really important kill. If he gets it, he does. Honest. About to come into Stenham. He picks up a second. Vision. And Line Wax left. Let's get a bash on Bulldozer. You love a bash. That was an Axis spawn. Defending that bravely. You can see one allied player just creeping along Splash. Svabber making his way up to Axis spawn. Limax keeping his head down, quite rightly so. Yo, Mr. Finn, thank you for the raid, dude. How is Shadows, man? Dex, I saw you playing it as well. What do you guys think? Thanks so much, dude. Good to see you guys. Got a raid and run show tonight? Bro, good luck. Best of luck, man. Let me give you a shout out. Thank you so much, dude. Have a good time, man. Hope you're enjoying Assassin's Creed. Dex, you too, man. I saw you playing that. Hope you guys are having fun with it. All the best, man. Vision left to try and get the defuse, but Svabber is going to deny that. 10-5. Thank you, man. Bless you, dude. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people play that. Hope you're enjoying it. I know, Dex, you're pretty much committing your weekend to a bit of Shadows, aren't you? God, that new game excitement, man. I love it. I like seeing other people getting excited about games. Oh, Inzen again. Finding Sayu. Starting to win that sniper duel. Sayu kind of has been pretty quiet. Nade's coming over into Orf. Oh, Line Wax finding Svabber. But Bulldozer peeking out, putting pressure on Inzen, dropping him. Smoke going out for allies. SUPERKIDS hanging back a bit. Vision just moving back onto more kind of B-side out of Hobo. Look at that double smoke. One going in front of church, one going in Orf. Johansson somehow finding Bazet. Stenin on Line Wax. Bullets through the smoke. Vision having to pull right back to back a B. Honest moving into Axis spawn. Is he looking for a nade or just seeing he's out? He has a secondary. Oh, whoever that was jumping over that window. It was Stenin. They have a genuine hit on their hands. That's nice, man, because I know they haven't really been the most popular lately. So if they've now delivered, then, you know, fair enough. Oh, good shot from Johansson, finding Vision. Stenin planting B, not going to get a chance. Johansson again. Easy as that. 11-5. It'll be the weekend of Shadows. I love it. Just chilling in front of a screen, playing games. Best way to be, man. Enjoy it. I was looking in your stream the other night, but it was kind of bedtime for me. So I was kind of winding down for the night, but I think you just started, so I kind of hung out for a bit. And then sleep doth take me. Ins and dropping early this time. Vision finding Sayo. Bit of a weird sound. I've noticed that sometimes with COD lately. There's some strange bullet sounds for kills. Kind of almost sounds like the gun is silenced a little bit. But it happens. Sayo dropping again. He hasn't had a kill for a while, actually. He has been fairly quiet. Bulldozer waiting for that Q to pop smoke. Axis have already used theirs. So we're just going to hang back waiting for a rotate. Vision hanging at back B. Coming up to a minute gone. And one player down for each team. Here comes the smoke. Here they go. A peek here from Johansson. He is backed up. Bulldozer finding line wax. Oh, and a nade from Bazza dropping him. A tag there onto Johansson from the shotgunner. He gets tagged in return. Johansson now left. I think SUPERKIDS is going to grab this one. There's far too many bullets for him to dodge that. 11-6. Oh, doing your workouts in the morning, so you're not a total slug. I tried that, man. I just, I respect people that get up in the morning and get it done. I really do. I'm just not a morning person. I can do cardio in the morning. I'm fine with that, but doing like actual weights and stuff, no, I can't do it. Can't do it. But I respect anyone that gets up and gets it done in the morning. Fair play, man. Honest, taking a bit of a risk sitting in splash by the smoke, but it could be kill or cure. Vision finding one, then immediately drop into Sayo. And Trey, welcome in, dude. Sayo again. Here he comes. Looking over to FPS. Spots another one just at the back, but just misses. Standing with a nade on Inzen. SUPERKIDS slowly falling. Honest and Limewax left. Same it. Looking over to Axis spawn. Oh, he's seen a car just in the doorway. Limewax from behind. And Honest now left. And he's in church. Probably praying for a miracle. Best place to be for one of those. So I've heard. He's immediately met by Sayo. He gets him with the last bullet. Always a kick in the teeth when you hear that ping of the M1 and you go down to it. Yeah, exactly, man. Do what works for you. That's exactly it. I'd love to be one of those morning people, but I never have been. I never have been. But yeah, I do like getting the morning cardio done. That's quite nice. And then I'll get back later for like weights and stuff. But yeah, that's exactly it. Do what you enjoy. I feel like if you're doing something that, you know, feels like a grind or anything, then it's, you know, maybe not worth it. You got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy it. Good push from Bazza into Orf, but he was quickly dropped by Svabbert. You had to dodge a bit of a nade shower. I was about to say 3 apiece. Johansson finding Limewax. Honest now. Well played. Had to time that one well. Orf still in the hands of SUPERKIDS. And it's down to 2 apiece. Stennon looking over B-side. Shotgun car, but no smoke. Svabbert making his way out of Axis spawn, but quickly goes back in. Random nade there. I think that landed in Splash. Not quite sure who that was from, but couldn't quite see who had that left. Oh, Ensign does find Stennon. Svabbert left. Gonna make his way over to try and challenge Ensign, but Ensign's ready.
Axis win.
Heard him from a mile off. He was running low on time-ish, but maybe not that low. Still map point here for Input. They just need that elusive one round that always seems to elude the team in need of it. Ensign definitely finding his home with scope. Honest now going into the place I'd normally sit in Orf. It's a good place to sit, but nades can come in here and they can flush you out so easy. It is a risk. You're kind of committing yourself to that. Oh, good play from Bazza. Fishing out Zoma, who'd got into church. Then popping a nade out to Bank. Oh, but drop by Johansson, who just pushed up to the front of MG. I don't know if Vision is thinking about where to pop this nade. He does eventually loose it. Ensign back at Axis spawn. Smoke again by allies going onto gate. Honest still has his. He can hear people outside Orf, but... Oh, and he just gave away his position. That's big. Does find Stennon, but... I think he's now caught in that corner. I don't know if anyone else is out there. Oh, there is indeed. Good commitment from him. I think the other two input players are going to bug out and move over. In fact, they are indeed. Limax can hear them. He heard one at least. Just stalking Johansson, but as soon as he gets there, Vision finds him. And then Svabber on his tail, but good play from Limewax. Got a tag with the... And he said tag with the Luger, tag with the car, and then finish with the Luger. They're getting the occasional round back. 12-8, it's not out of the realms of possibility for a comeback, at least to overtime, but Input still need one. They've not really got into a rhythm on attack. They got the odd round here or there. And then again, serve Input, and it's been enough so far. Svabber now with Thompson. Diving out, tagged by Bazzett. Svabber trying to get the rush factor. But I think they had the distance on him. So we're now moving down Main Street. Smoke sitting right in front. Vision Backaby just misses that shot. Sometimes they're the hardest when someone walks into your crosshair. You just kind of overthink it a bit or panic, get excited, and that split-second hesitation makes you miss. Honest with the first kill on Stennen. He spotted another one. Oh, Sayo tagged there, just on that nade into Hobo, but doesn't matter. He finds a line wax. Vision finding Svabber. Bazzer in a great position to maybe thwart this push if it actually comes. Here comes Sayo. Dropped by him. Vision picking Johansson. And SUPERKIDS get another 12-9. Don't count them out. They're a very talented team. And a comeback could be on the cards. Well, that now you're just sitting on the roof, not doing anyone any harm. Inzen pushing up to the front of church. Bit too much. Probably didn't need to do that. Always a gamble. Especially when he didn't know where Sayo was. Johansson sitting on that MG. Not committing to church just yet, but I'm sure they use it eventually. Bazzett replying, finding Sayo. Svabber patiently waiting. Bazzett back B. Honest now, just on the edge of that smoke in off. We had a 3-hour game yesterday as well. With a check-in. 3 hours of COD 2, 3 maps, all of which went to overtime. It was literally a coin toss in between which one would eventually win. Crazy game. My money was actually on Wonderful 5 after that, but nope, they proved me wrong. Anyway, SUPERKIDS rocking a defense. Honest picking up 4. Huge defense in off. They bring it back to 12-10. I probably didn't think they deserved to get this close, but on attack, they're looking a lot better. Oh, sorry, on defense, they're looking a lot better. Beg your pardon. Getting my teams mixed up. Input still need 1. 4 rounds on the trot for SUPERKIDS. Sayo finding line wax. Zooming out, making his way through Splash with that Thompson. A big tag on Bazzer and Inzen. If they can capitalize on that, Svabber does find Inzen. Vision then finding Svabber. Good play from Honest again. Holding that A spot. Sayo finding Vision with that Colt. Opening up White. Smoke going down. I think they'll feel good when Honest goes down because he's been a bit of a rock by that A with shotgun. Picking up 4 last round. Can do it again if he gets the last 3. Johansson making noise over by Orff. Stenin in trouble. I think it was Honest. He ran up against, moves over to A. I think he's going to commit for this plant. I don't think anything can stop him. Bazza finding Johansson.
Explosives planted.
Honest right by the Axis spawn door, waiting to charge out. Does get dropped by Stenin. Bazza now left. A car, an M1 Garand in hand. It'd be huge if he could clutch this. But Stenin is in the right position. Sayo's already seen him. I think it all comes down to who's going to get the final kill. I think it might be Scope. Nope, Stenin's going to get it. A final win for Input. They can breathe a sigh of relief. They do get Dawnville 13-10. And we go to Burgundy. Losa, welcome in, dude. I had a dreadful fear we might go to overtime again. But no, we do find a winner on Dawnville, and it is Input. And map 2 is Burgundy. I'm always scared to guess a team on Burgundy. Unless it's a team like Complexi, then I'm, you know, pretty confident I know who's gonna win. But this could well be a close one. We saw a lot of B hits yesterday. Wonderful 5 hitting B over and over again. It worked really well for them. And there was a massive slug in overtime. Went into a couple of overtime resets. And eventually Checky got it. Let's see how we do on Berg. Let's have a little bit of music just while we wait for players to come back. Sayo just joined. Probably be about 5 seconds of music and then they'll all get here again. You watch. I'll go back in and they'll be starting the game. I think we're just waiting for Limewax. Okay, he's probably gone for a smoke now. I think Limewax may well have gone for a smoke here. So while he's doing that, I'm going to quickly pop to the toilet and I'll be right back.
Eliminated. Axis win.
have returned just as the round starts. Input defending, Bulldozer and Sayo both picking up kills. A massive push on B. So we're looking for that finish on Honest. Let me quickly do the music as well before we get completely drowned out by sound. Honest does go down. Bazza left in office. And I think Input may be grabbing this first one.
Eliminated.
In fact, the second one, beg your pardon, I had missed one. Wow, literally, Limewax must have come back as soon as I left. Of course he did. Of course he did. Either way, Input starting off with a strong defense, picking up the first two. Jumping with vision, still yet to get a kill, gone back with scope. Sayo, though, finding Honest. Zoma on Limewax. Yeah, vision just not feeling great with scope tonight. Does get a tag with that nade on Johansson. Does Bazza, but quickly under pressure from another player. Zoma with the Luger kill on vision. Bazza and Inzen left. Inzen's going to be in dark. So they are getting on to B. Oh, but just peeked for a little bit there. Zoma took the opportunity. He does find Stennen, but nades landing on him and eventually dropped by Zoma, who picks up his fourth. Oh dear, Input coming out swinging. That's not going to be good for SUPERKIDS. First 3 rounds going in their hand. Let's jump in with Sayo. He did pick up an early kill on the rush last round. Let's see if he can do it again. Goes to Axis spawn. Oh, Bulldozer or Stennen finding Inzen. I think SUPERKIDS may well call a timeout. I think they normally call a timeout unless they have to for like technical things, but look at Stennen here. Got himself into allied spawn. Limewax looking to plant. That may be a good opportunity for Stennen just to move around allied house and see what he can find. Vision does pick up Johansson, eventually dropping to Stennen. Svabber finding Bazza. Limewax gets the plant down, then drop to Sayo. And Honest finding Svabber. Does have shotgun, but Sayo there just dispatched him. Good play from him. It's going to be the fourth in the pocket of Input.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
Vision did pick up his first. Took him 4 rounds though. Jump in with Sayo again. He is going to try and challenge. Svabber with a nade. Over to rush. Inzen making his way along up to dark. Is caught by that nade from Svabber. You see, Bazza was just at the ruins. The broken wall by APC. He gets shot by Sayo. Vision catching Zoma with that nade. Limewax with a kill on Johansson. A few more kills for SUPERKIDS. It's 3 apiece. He moves his way up into Axis spawn. Svabber under pressure. Moves his way back over to cart. Oh, finds Honest. Nearly gets the second. Limewax just ducking in time. Vision finding Sayo. Limewax, Vision left. Oh, good cover from Stennen. Covering his teammate. Does drop to Vision. Now it's a 1v1. On that handily placed Thompson. Of all the places to die and drop a Thompson right at the feet of Svabber. He will grab that and dispatch Vision. 5-0. So I'm going to be looking over to the cross, seeing if anyone isn't disciplined enough to keep their head down. Johansson catching a nade again. Svabber popping nades over. Allied players making their way over to B. Zoma finding Honest. Bazza with shotgun dropping Stennen. Oh, good shot from Zoma. Dropping Limewax just off APC. Vision checking A short. Johansson is there. I don't know if he's seen him. He has now. Really strong start from Input, and this is on defense as well. Just slowing SUPERKIDS right down and just holding them back. Well played from Zoma, finding Bazza. Vision left. And he's about to get tagged with a Luger and dropped by Zoma, who does pick up his 4th. Huge play from Input. Look at the reactions from Zoma. So quick with that no-scope. Vision needs to try and... Oh no, it's not Vision with scope anymore, is it? It's Inzen. Of course it is. He needs those opening kills. Does get Sayo. There's one. Patiently waiting to hold his breath for the jump. Good opening start for SUPERKIDS. Players on B for both teams. Honest dispatching Zoma. This is better. See how much just catching that jumper can change the game. Sfabber with a grenade on Vision before he can even get a chance to plant. Bazza now tries. And is going to get that plant. Sfabber left. I have a feeling he's going to save. A huge advantage for players. Brings it down to 1. It's going to get ready with a nade. Maybe keeping that Thompson and Carr is probably best for him. Although, who am I kidding? It's Input. They don't save, do they? They're just... Not in a bad way, but they just... Again, another team that has an aggressive playstyle. Even if they're 3-1 down, 4-1 down, they'll still come at you. They'll still come at you. Anyway, SUPERKIDS finally on the board on the 7th round. Zoma making his way into mid. Vision over to APC. And SUPERKIDS have got players on B. Input choosing not to make a jump. Vision with the attempted plant. Sayo does have an AD which comes out and may well land here soon. Bit too late. Bulldozer opening kill, finding Inzen with that shotgun. Sfabber finding Bazza, got himself to allied spawn. This is what SUPERKIDS have to be careful of. They can get players on B, but they have to protect their back. They have to keep an eye on players rotating, pushing from A, or A long, A short, even through mid. Despite Burgundy being a small map, you have a lot of places to keep an eye on as an allied player. Good play from Sfabber. Oh, and Vision just had no chance there. 3 Axis players looking at him, and Honest had even less of a chance. But as an Axis team, you kind of, if you can get that push onto B, and then just leave players spread out, players on APC, allied spawn, 1 player back, over by Tiger, just covering that A push, and you can kind of lock it down. But Input2 are just finding all the gaps. Sfabber finding Line Wax. That's such an early kill. Vision finding Zoma. Johansson being a nuisance in mid. Has used his nade. Bazza finding Bulldozer. I keep calling him Bulldozer. Extending great nade from Sfabber. Finding Bazza. Great play from Sayo. No scope on Honest, who looked like he pretty much may have just opened B up. But Vision ends and left. Oh, the timing. Inzen does find Sfabber. B is pretty much open. Sayo and Johansson left, who is maybe going to try and push from APC. In the meantime, there may be a bit of a scope duel. Nope, Johansson's going to grab that. 8-1. And unless SUPERKIDS have a real good plan for Axis, I think this could be a quick Burgundy. Only 4 rounds left. Sayo looking for a head on the cross. Not finding one. Sfabber from Axis spawn. Johansson and Zoma both picking up kills. Oh, that awkward bounce off the Tiger, but Zoma still alive. Johansson finding Inzen. Vision gets himself onto B. Bazza left with shotgun, just hanging back. Bullets whizzing past him, but he doesn't seem to care. Feel like the Terminator, just walking through a hailstorm of bullets. Vision finding Zoma. Johansson dropping Bazza. A little bit of lag there, but I don't think that can be helped. Vision now left. Over by B wall. And I think it's only a matter of time. I think everyone pretty much knows he's here. Sayo, Sfabber. making their way over. Johansson probably in mid. But Vision just keeping an eye on that B walkway. Does get a tag onto Svaber. And then Svaber dispatches him. So makes it look so easy. 9-1. Still 2 rounds left. And if Input get the next 2, no, I don't know. I mean, I never like to call an early GG, but Input are just looking insane at the minute. Bazit with a good rush. Zoma with the nades from Input have been spot on. Zoma's nades have just been insane. Nice play from Vision with the no-scope. Getting Sayo, did try to push up A long. But the timing of those nades, they have to be good. And Input have had some of the best nades I've seen on Burgundy so far. Nades have been perfect. Honest gets that plant on the north side. SUPERKIDS up a player by 1. Johansson pushing through mid. Svaber in Axis spawn. Oh, Vision just gave away a spot there. Inzen, good cover, finding Johansson. Svaber left. Car in hand, sitting at 12-4. I think he's just going to get this round over and done with. He knows what's going to happen. And Honest, finishing with the Colt. Maybe a consolation round at best, but 1 round before the half. And if Input get to double figures... In fact, even if they don't, I can really see them coming out aggressively on allies. Svaber finding Bazit. 1 Axis player on B already. Oh, Stennen defending from B. Another... Look at the nades. Just the teamwork from Input at the minute. The calls going out of where players are have just been impeccable. Stennen calling good half, and I'm not surprised that no one from SUPERKIDS has replied. Kind of a bit one-sided. Input. Now switch. They're going to be attacking. SUPERKIDS are going to be defending. And they did play well on defense on Axis, so perhaps they have something, but the gap wasn't this big. 10-2. Oh, great play, Inzen. There we go. That's a big opening. That's got to give him something. Zoma finding Line Wax. He seems to be going down fairly early. 3-12. Zoma putting pressure from APC. Backing up his shotgunner Stennen. Svaber on Bazit. Vision does have Dark. Makes his way to B alleyway. Inzen sitting at the B with scope, but I think a call to rotate has been called. In fact, it would have been, because Input choosing to get their first round as allies on A. Vision Honest left. And now it's just Vision. Does have an MP44. Dispatches Johansson. 1 apiece. Stennen goes for a hunt. Vision waits. Oh, that should have been Vision's. That really should have been Vision's. That's a real shame. He had the advantage. He knew where he was. Good play from Johansson. His movement's been good. He's been looking everywhere. Let's jump in with Line Wax. I want to see what his play is. He's going to try the jump. Well, it just whizzes past his head, puts a hole in his uniform. Nades landing over to B alleyway, puts one back over to APC. Inzen finding the first one. And Svaber dropping on his Zoma, finding Bazit. Limax has got himself into dark, has to be careful of nades. He's backed up by another player on B as well. Johansson tagged back into ally spawn. Sayo over APC. Oh, Zoma from behind in B alleyway. Great play opens that up, and that's match point. Great play from Zoma. They managed to push round, get himself into B alleyway. SUPERKIDS had no idea. Amazing play from Zoma. Just walked right in, just literally opened the back door and sat himself down. Great play. Well played, Zoma. Let's maybe jump in with him, see what his play is going to be. He does get that good spawn. Could be the first one on B. Well, Inzen and Sayo both with headshots. Limewax going down early again. Bazza finding Sayo. Great nade from him, though, to drop vision. Zoma now looking to plant in what could be the last round. Limewax not happy at all. Sten and Zoma both picking up kills. It's Bazza left to keep the minute.
Explosives planted.
And this could well be GG. I hate to say an early GG, but Bazza needs to pull something out. He only has two. I'm not quite sure what's being said in chat, but I'm imagining it's kind of colourful, if anything. Sayo calling GG. And it is GG indeed. Well played, guys. Massive show from Input. Really well played. Really well played indeed. And guys, that's it from me. I'm going to see if there's a game tomorrow. That was a really quick game, actually. What was that, an hour and a bit? Maybe an hour, because we had a bit of a wait for kind of warm-ups and stuff, but either way. Right, I don't think there's a game now till the 23rd, which is Micro and Hand. So, yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Mr. Finn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate everyone liking, everyone chatting. Thank you as always. I'm super grateful. Let's find someone to send you over to. I don't know if anyone's playing COD. Limewax is, but I'm imagining he's just finishing. Who can we go see? Who can we go see? But yeah, Stennen, thank you, man. I don't think anyone else is playing COD 2 at the minute. I can't see anyone. Oh, Tox is doing some COD 2. There you go. I'll go send you to Tox. But guys, thank you for being here. If you can hang around for the raid, that'd be great. We're going to go see our good friend Tox. And guys, God bless. If I don't see you tomorrow, hopefully see you on the 23rd. I look forward to it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the chats as always. Good to see again a load of people hanging out for COD 2. But yeah, guys. Daylady, thanks, man. GG, guys. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and I'll see you in a couple of days. If not tomorrow, if there's any games tomorrow that pop up, I'll of course stream them. But if not, I will see you on the 21st. 23rd even. Today's the 21st. But yeah, guys, God bless. Stay happy, stealthy, stay horny. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy Tox. Take care, everyone.